Welcome back, guys. It is time for the Anfield agenda player ratings after Liverpool have beaten Spurs by 2-1, and Mohamed Salah brace was enough to send Kloppo's men back with the 3 points, and hopefully we can follow that up next week against Southampton. It wasn't vintage. In the second half we had to dig in, but I'm delighted with the win, and I'm going to take you through my thoughts individually on each player's performance, give them a grade out of 10, and of course ask you guys to play along in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. All of our content today was brought to you with thanks to our friends at Circl, the all-new football sweepstakes game where the winner is decided by what happens on the pitch and every moment counts. Today, Circl paid out £250 to the Anfield Agenda Circl members, and if you want to be involved in the future, all you have to do is scan that QR code on the screen there now, or use the link in the description. It is a gambling product. It was a £3 buy-in for today, 18 plus, UK residents only. BeGambleAware.org is there for all of your safer gambling tools. Right, I'm getting excited because I'm looking at Alisson. I'm thinking I want to talk about Alisson. I want to talk about Alisson, how great he is yet again. So can we do that for a minute? He is, honestly, in my opinion, one of the top 3 keepers all time in the Premier League. And by the time he's finished his career at Liverpool, he may be pushing Petr Cech and Peter Schmeichel for a place at the tippity top of that list. Look, there was a moment today where he gave us all a bit of a scare when he took too long on the ball when Kane closed him down. But outside of that, commanding his area, making big saves, his positioning is top notch. I can't speak highly enough about how lucky we are to have this man between the sticks. I'm going to give him a big, beautiful 8 today for Alisson Becker. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know what? I want Trent to get a bit of a break today because I don't think he was as bad as some people make out that he was. There are occasions where he needs help. And he doesn't need help because he's a bad defender. He needs help because that's what any fullback should be getting when they're trying to block crosses and they're trying to stop the likes of Perisic cutting inside. So look, yes, he was shaky at times, but we also have to speak about the fantastic distribution that Trent brings to the game. I was relatively happy with his performance. He's going to get better. He looks like he's a little bit low in confidence at the minute, and we certainly don't need to be getting on his back. There were people calling for Calvin Ramsey to come on after 10 minutes, which is just ludicrous. So give the lad a break. I'm going to give him a 6 and move on from there. It wasn't his best, but again, I thought it was steady enough. This man, this magnificent specimen of a superstar, Ibrahim Konate, how is he in his early 20s? How is he this good, this young? I don't want to get carried away, but he's absolutely amazing. Him alongside Virgil van Dijk, when they're both at their best, almost feels like a cheat code. If Salah hadn't scored a brace today, I'd be sitting here telling you why Konate is my man of the match. He came very close to it, but I want to know your thoughts. How good is Ibrahim Konate? And did we get the better deal from Leipzig, and why is the answer yes? Because for me, he is a far better defender than Upamecano. And today, everything that was good about how we defended, everything that was putting your body on the line, putting your head in the way, getting blocks in, Ibrahim Konate was part of it. I'm going to give the man a 9 today, and I don't even think that's been generous, you know. I think he was that good. Moving on to his centre-back partner, Virgil van Dijk. Again, not his imperious best, but what a partnership that looks like with him and Ibu. Virg is steady as she goes at the minute. And you know what? After the injury he's had and ahead of the World Cup and with all the games that's played and the fact that he's getting a bit older, steady as she goes at this moment in time is more than enough for me for Virg. So, got to give Virg a 7 today and move on to Andy Robertson. Robbo. Love the man. Love him. Love his shithousery. Love the fact that he gets stuck in. Would like him to overlap instead of underlapping at times. But that being said, I'd rather have him in the team than out of the team. He is the go-to left back for me. I know people are fond of Costas and I love him, but you just get something a little bit different with Robbo in there. Again, I'm not going to say he was at his best today. I thought he was a little bit better than Trent, but ultimately, great to have Robbo back. I'm going to give him a 7. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thiago Alcantara. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I'm quite a Thiago fan. Look at him. He's smirking because he's a big Anfield agenda fan. At least that's what I think. Thiago today did what Thiago does. Got stuck in, won balls, passed balls, broke up play, dropped into pockets when we needed an out ball, did everything that you expect. And I still don't think that this man gets the credit that he deserves from non-Liverpool fans. Thiago Alcantara is absolutely top drawer. Today wasn't one of his best days, but he was still a solid performance. I thought he was good in that midfield in a double pivot with Fabinho. So I'm going to give Thiago a 7 today. Fabinho, the much criticised Fabinho. I've seen some stuff this week ranging from he's finished to he's actually not the age he is and he's like 38. I don't know where people get this stuff from. But I thought that he was very, very decent today alongside Thiago. Was a few eyebrows raised when the team sheet was announced that it was Fabinho instead of Jordan Henderson, but I think he vindicated the manager's decision to play him today. Wasn't at his brilliant best, but he was steady. It was good enough performance for me, and certainly an improvement over recent weeks. So with that in mind, I'm going to give him a 6 and wish him all the best, because honestly, I hope he gets back to being the player that he was, because I love having him in the team. Harvey Elliott, again, signs of progression, but probably could have impacted the game a little bit more at times. I love his work rate. I love the relationship he's building with Mohamed Salah. And I think he's better when Salah's central because it gives him a little bit more scope. My heart was in my mouth when he went down injured at one point. I was thinking, no, not another injury. Don't rule him out. But thankfully he got back up and he finished the game. I think he'll start to add a few more goals as the years go on to his game. And he gets a bit more used to the physicality and the hustle and bustle of the Premier League. But again, love the kid to bits. Gonna give him, I'm gonna give him a 6 today because I know he can be better than he was. Bobby Firmino, I think, in my opinion, the game passed him by a little bit. I wasn't quite sure how he was impacting the game in a positive way today. Now, I'm not saying he did too much wrong. A couple of loose passes, but sure, that's par for the course with a Bobby Firmino performance. But I just think when Klopp made the changes, I totally understood that he took Bobby Firmino off because he wasn't that conduit between the midfield and the attack today. He just kind of looked a little bit lost out there. So Bobby Firmino's performance today, I'm going to give him a 5, Darwin Núñez, just a mixed bag of craziness, of chaos, but I love it. More, sign me up for more of this. I love this kid to bits. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he knows what he's going to do some of the time with the ball at his feet, but he is a menace. And in that left channel, not only does he give defenders a lot to think about, but he gives us a great outball with his pace and his physicality as well. I think the relationship that is growing between himself and Mohamed Salah will be special. As you know, he set Mohamed Salah up for his goal today, for one of his goals today. And whilst he needs to work on maybe the finessing of some of his shooting and stuff, I don't want to take this bulldozing, marauding physicality out of his game. So for me, good performance from Darwin today. I'm glad to see that people are starting to realise that we have got ourselves a damn good signing. I'm going to give him a 7 today. Mohamed Salah, my man of the match. He's so good. He's so goddamn good. And through the centre, we are seeing the best of Mo. I've been saying it for a long time. Yes, he was impactful on the right-hand side. But in this current, guys, in this Liverpool setup, I want this man in the penalty area taking opportunities. I want this man one-on-one with goalkeepers, because I've no doubt in my mind when he's through on goal that ball's ended up in the back of the net. He's an assassin in the opposition penalty area, and I hope Jurgen Klopp keeps playing him centrally. Mohamed Salah today, again, his all-round performance was top-notch. He was physically at it, he was mentally at it, and he buried 2 very good goals. So 9 for Mohamed Salah, my man of the match, and Barry Ibu, I don't think there can be any real other contenders. Going through the substitutes now, Curtis Jones, very quickly, going to give him a 5. Still don't know what he brings to the team. He was out-muscled in the few tussles that he had on this near side. I just didn't think he gave us anything when he came on. Not to try and knock the kid, but I'm still confused as to why Jurgen Klopp keeps showing the faith in him over Carvalho. I'm genuinely confused by it. All I can think of is he's a bit more experienced. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you disagree. Jordan Henderson. The one thing I'd say is I was screaming at the television when Perisic put that cross in. Kane flicked it on and Bentancur nearly got on the end of it. How on earth Jordan Henderson didn't go across quicker to help Trent out, I do not know. He was too negative in possession at times. And look, I'm not trying to be the guy who says he only passes the ball sideways and backwards. But there was one time where we broke into the Spurs half. Hendo had it on the right-hand side. He had an overlapping runner. He had 2 men on the inside. And he just stopped dead. played 2 or 3 little triangles and eventually gave the ball away and Spurs started the counter-attack. So we need to try and get that balance right between not over-committing but still going forward, winning possession. So Hendo today, hard to gauge on a few minutes performance, so let's just give him a 6. Joe Gomez, literally have no idea how to grade Joe Gomez because he was on for all of 2 or 3 minutes today. Don't know. Just going to press the number 6 and move on from there because genuinely I don't know how to grade him in such a short time. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I'm going to give a slightly higher grade to. I'm going to give him a 7, and the reason being is when we needed it, right at the end of the game, he won us a free kick deep in the Spurs half and helped us to run the clock down. Again, very limited minutes, but I'm going to give him a 7 just for that fact alone. And for the gaffer, to finish up, on a very difficult week and a very difficult couple of months for Jurgen Klopp. There were some questions about his tenure at the club. There were some questions about his tactics. Today, I think he did the job very well. I expected a reaction from Spurs in the second half. Yes, I could have made or would have made some changes a bit earlier. But all in all, how can I not be happy with the gaffer when he's taking the point? So, got to give him a 7 out of 10 today for Kloppo. And that brings us to an end on the player ratings. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. And again, thank you to our friends at Circl. You can join by scanning the QR code or using the link in the description. Talk to you soon, guys. We've won. Adios. Bye-bye.